Hi, I'm Del Velasquez, president of the San Angelo Hispanic Heritage Museum and Cultural Center. Let's start off by introducing our executive committee, Vice President Susana Valenzuela, Treasurer Monica Ramos, and Secretary Monette Molinar. Our mission is to serve, to educate, and provide public awareness of the Hispanic community's impact throughout the past, present, and future. The committee seeks to pursue opportunities such as events and venues to promote the culture, history, and accomplishments of San Angelo's Hispanic population. Our vision seeks to empower Hispanic leaders and create means for the promise of the Hispanic community, establishing opportunities that have not yet been accomplished. Now I'd like to turn it over to Susana Valenzuela to give you a history of how this initiative began in 2019.
Thank you, Del. This has been a very exciting initiative. In September of 2019, we created the Hispanic Heritage Facebook page. During the first month, we shared our history and honored past and present individuals that made significant contributions to our community. We had over 90,000 visitors to the page during that first month. Please follow the page as we continue to honor the contributions that are made. In September of 2019 and 2020, we celebrated the kickoff to Hispanic Heritage Month and 16 de Septiembre on the steps of City Hall, with performances by Ballet Azteca folklorico dancers and the Lakeview Mariachis. Dr. Flor Madero gave a speech about the importance of 16 de Septiembre. In addition, Mayor Brenda Gunter read a proclamation honoring the month-long celebration recognizing the contributions made by citizens of Hispanic descent to all aspects of American life, including leadership in business, civil service, culture, education, military, ranching, and religion. We closed out Hispanic Heritage Month with a free event at the Railway Museum of San Angelo. Due to the incredible support received, the committee planned their first annual Dia de los Muertos. Due to COVID-19, the event was virtual. We partnered with San Angelo Museum of Fine Arts, the San Angelo Cultural Affairs Council, Texas Commission on the Arts, and many community partners. The first community altar was created by Vivid Pop Events and STEM Designs. Everyone in the city was invited to bring their ofrendas to honor their loved ones. Students created ofrendas to display at the Cooper Art Gallery. It was wonderful to see the ofrendas created through our youth. This ofrenda was created by a student for her grandfather. He loved to read the newspaper, and so she created it for him from newspaper. To add a modern twist, we had the first annual Dia de los Muertos 5K 1 mile. The event was not competitive. People did it at their pace. They walked along our beautiful riverwalk to honor and remember those they loved that had passed away. Many brought their ofrendas to the community altar and also just came to spend some time and remember their loved ones. There was also a virtual aspect to the event. 3 days of virtual content was created and shared on Facebook explaining the traditions and spiritual aspects of Dia de los Muertos. Our Facebook page, created in September of 2019, currently has 2,906 followers, 2,787 likes, and our Instagram page, created in September of 2020, has 504 followers. We also have a Hispanic Heritage Museum and Cultural website. We encourage you to follow our pages, and remember, these are your pages as well. If you have ideas of content to share, please let us know.
Thank you, Susana. Why a museum and a cultural center? Because it preserves the legacy of humanity, chronicling both the good and the bad, and serves to enrich the lives of countless visitors, making the world a more enlightened place for present and future generations. Also, it established a location that will tell the history of the contributions of the Hispanic community to the Concho Valley. We are creating a space that the Hispanic community can identify as a place of cultural pride, a place to educate and host community events. There are numerous demographics that we could go through, but the one that sticks out the most is the fact that Hispanic population in San Angelo has grown well over 41%. In fact, we know that currently at the San Angelo Independent School District, over 60% of the student population is Hispanic. We are going to take a look at various museums across the state and country. Austin, Texas has the Maxey Art Museum, the Latino Cultural Center of Dallas, the Albuquerque National Hispanic Cultural Center. Activities at the San Angelo Museum and Cultural Center will be exhibits providing history of Hispanic community in San Angelo, exhibits from other museums. We also plan an educational programming series with speakers, folkloric dancing, cuisine, and music. The community center will host quinceañeras, weddings, and fiestas. So far, our committee has created our bylaws. We've acquired the 501c3 status as a nonprofit organization. We've made an awareness of Hispanic Heritage Month, and we've had a successful Dia de los Muertos event. And our social media and website is up and running and doing excellent in reaching out to the community. Our committees will be of fundraising, site development, which is design, special events, and research. In order to achieve our goal, we're going to need fundraising, grant writing, create partnerships with the San Angelo Museum of Fine Arts, the Texas Commission on the Arts, also the Community Development Block Grant funding. We will need all of these to be able to succeed in our goal of creating a Hispanic Heritage Museum and Cultural Center. We'll also need your help, and you can volunteer by contacting us at hispanicheritage.sa@gmail.com. We look forward to hearing from you. Adelante.